Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So it's away we go then. Well, this is a guy who has pushed back the boundaries year on year. A brilliant maverick who just, Jim, seems to go on and on.
Yeah, he's simply the boss, Peter. Everyone else, including us, just the supporting cast, in an act where he will always take centre stage.
And the Zlatan show, Zlatan is the only star.
I'm not arguing.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic. He's having a pop! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Ibrahimovic clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And it's hoisted clear. Barella! Loose. In he goes again!
Inter definitely are on top of things in these early stages, Peter. If this is how they intend to go on, I think the opposition might see some trouble. Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
Pressure, what pressure? He feels none of it.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Manchester United finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Tries to pass it through. That ball looks a good one. Terrific effort! And there's a goal! And the lead lost no time at all!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Timber. And it's played in. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Now it's Ibrahimovic. He's on it. Can he get away? Mateus. Oh, played through for the wide man. Oh, easy pickings there. Serginho delivered across. Good read, needed to be. And this is Ibrahimovic. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Donatoni. And it's Gerrard. Oh, super find. Oh, well played, well played. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And the finish! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
You can never be too safe with someone like him around. They got away with that.
Inter Milan are looking to go forward now. And he's had it nicked away. Well, there's a probing ball. Gerrard. Gerrard showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Adriano receives it in a wide position. Adriano going face-to-face with his great rival. Nice-looking ball. Neatly clipped into space. Oh, just skips past. He's had a shot! Goal! Manchester United! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Manchester United with the lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to...
Towering header! Firm header, just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Dink through. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Great vision. Oh, he's found support out wide. Howson calmly anticipates. Ødegaard. Barella. Zabani wins the duel this time. Looking for the run.
Pretty robust defending.
Serginho is looking to influence the game from out wide. Can he get on the end of this? He's picked his way through. Brilliantly cut out. Guardiola. And here's the chance to counter. Looking to play him in. That's travelling a long way. And they're quick to get it back. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. It's a loose ball, and he's following up! Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it. And it's half-time. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. So there was the first half.
Oh, what a half, Peter. What a half. It really has had a bit of everything. Two sides going tooth and nail, trying to win this from the off. If only all games could serve this up.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly.
Signore e signori, attenzione, il papà del bambino che indossa un marsupio nero e blu contatti subito il più vicino membro dello staff.
So we're on the way for the second half.
Numero 2.
Inter can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Van Nistelrooy. Baratoni. Inter Milan come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Mateus can see things others simply cannot. Akanji. Rijkaard. Serginho. Serginho has it out wide and in space. He has found the way through. And he's looking at the referee, and the referee is shaking his head. Guardiola. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And he's in, must be! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent, it's almost personal, and it had to be. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
It's their second corner of the game. Inter Milan really looking to get back into this at the start of the second half. Mohamed Salah cuts it out. Ødegaard has created one goal already. Inter Milan perhaps contemplating their next change here.
Inter really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Serginho's cross. Ødegaard driving forward. Aims beyond the defence. It's Vieri! Amazing! A finish right from the top draw. It's level again. What a match we have!
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better.
Oh, delicious. Such devilish curl.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
It is compelling, this. Utterly compelling.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Zanetti gets across to intercept that. Howson powering forward here. Can he get it through? Threads one in. And he's quick to return it. Ødegaard. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Mateus. Zanetti. Mohamed Salah picks it up out wide. Not the most accurate pass. Howson. Into the last quarter of an hour. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
His teammates are...
There's the shot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Pressing high and with purpose. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Zanetti. Mateus. The final 5 minutes. Marquinhos makes the interception. Played into space. He has a look up. Ball swung in. Oh no, what has happened? And the shot! Chance again? No.
Inter really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 7, numero 10. Lasciano il campo per il numero 22.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
That's a little off target. Guardiola. Somewhat off target.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Serginho. And he cuts out the supply. And that's it. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end. Not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, Peter, I suppose it's something. Not ideal for either side, of course, although if you look at the...
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Inter e Barcellona.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And we're underway.
I'm sitting here wondering, Peter, what Roberto Donadoni's main role is going to be. One of Italy's greatest ever wingers. He can run and beat defenders. We've seen that all so often. And he can get from box to box if needed.
Yeah, well, he does have an extraordinary work rate and extraordinary energy levels too.
Yeah, and he's got the intelligence to strike the perfect balance between the two.
Well, that is a little undercooked. He's in a great position here. Shot a goal!
And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping. Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Barcelona with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Impressive jump. Oh, it's fallen loose again! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Oh, he was definitely fully focused on that, Peter. His reaction and anticipation got him there when everyone else was spectating.
Inter Milan are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. There's the shot! Well taken goal. 2, and we've barely begun here. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, look at the manager here. He's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Barcelona are doing very nicely, thank you.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Barella! And needless to say, that deserved better.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Kajolu, Van Nistelrooy.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And he's there to retrieve it. Knocks it out wide. DiMarco. That's the throw. Tries to pass it through. Barella pinches it off him.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Played into space. Girassi. Oh, that's superb. He's had a shot! And it's there! They are purring, truly purring. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. A case now of complete control.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
And it's Van Nistelrooy. It has been an extraordinary start to the game. The gap already 3. Now it's Girassi, and this is Neymar. Well, nicely intercepted. Kajolu.
Inter are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
And it's Guardiola. And he was quick to react. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Pretty robust defending.
Ødegaard to Guardiola. Ødegaard. Guardiola. Looking to pass their way. It's Vieri! And he's stuck it away! And they are right back within touch! That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
Still behind by 2. Is there a way back into this? Howson did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. DiMarco. Half an hour played now. Passes short and sharp. And here's Van Nistelrooy. Neymar. Endrick. Nicely weighted ball. Howson spots it and intercepts. Lampard. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And it's Neymar. Ødegaard. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Neymar. Inter Milan are managing to come away unscathed, admittedly with a fairly thick slice of luck.
Well, that's the risk you have to take when you're fully committed to attack, Peter. They're going to leave a few areas unattended.
And he's intervened well there. Vieri might just make this. Neymar. Neymar is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Looking to play him in. And it's been played through. Peruzzi claims comfortably. And it's Timber. Well timed. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough.
Vieri! That was superb goalkeeping.
Vieri actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest.
Signore e signori, attenzione, il papà del bambino che indossa un marsupio nero e blu contatti subito il più vicino membro dello staff. Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 15, numero 23, numero 32, numero 18. Van Nistelrooy. Lasciano il campo per il numero 5, il numero 22, Totti, il numero 6.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Adriano. It's a really well-measured ball. He's shifting through the gears here. Bullish header! And yes, it's there! Just as they wanted it, just when they wanted it. Certain, searing and imperious.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball, made a classic move and met it perfectly.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
And a really good game is threatening to break out here.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
Inter Milan come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Endrick. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Now, can they get him away? Oh, a gilt-edged chance! Oh, shapes to shoot! And that's a tidy finish! Two to the good, and they are purring! Absolutely purring! That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Barcelona now in a position far more desirable.
You can certainly sense a real change of mood here. Now the crowd are demanding that they just finish this off.
Now it's Neymar. Well, they are still trailing, and they require a change of fortune pretty sharpish.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Oh, that's a key interception. Ryger. Inter Milan are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Akanji, always a very imposing presence at the back. No, he's not going to get any further than that. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That ball looks a good one. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Now it's Endrick. And it's Guardiola. Cadiolu. Cadiolu, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Oh, he's having a go! Oh, my word, that is quite something! A finish right from the top draw. Just one goal in it now. Game on! He gave it plenty and some. Thrashed it in.
And I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 13.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Silvestre.
All of a sudden we have a game here.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs. Inter really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
And this is Ibrahimovic. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Donatoni. Endrick. Rijkaard cuts out the pass. Adriano. Now there's a fine ball.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Now it's Donatoni. And no, that was never going to make it. Rijkaard. It's a goal kick.
Attenzione, un cambio.
And he welcomes it in. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Barcelona clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Kajolu. And that should get the job done.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Now it's Endrick. A probing pass. Rijkaard deals with that comfortably. And it's De Bruyne. Now that's well seen too. De Bruyne is fouled. Rudiger. Back to the keeper. And it's Timber. Now it's Bellingham. Throw it. Timber, a picture of focus and alertness.
Il quarto uomo indica 4 minuti di recupero.
Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Bellingham. No, he wasn't going to let him past. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Zanetti. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And that's that. One of those games that many would have felt no one deserved to lose, but sentiment counts for nothing here, and at the margins, it was decided. What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Inter, they just didn't see...
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Mohamed Salah. And it's mainly because of his frightening pace. He's a huge threat when he's running at defenders, but he's also...
Mohamed Salah! Goal! Groningen! Smiles broad and beautiful. That is a cracking hit.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And it's Kukçu. Oh, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Kukçu running with the ball. Messi. He's had a shot! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Deftly away. This is a promising build-up. He's having a hit! Oh, that was a half-decent effort. And it's Kukçu. Messi. Kimmich. He's played it back.
I would think that was the wise...
And Shevchenko! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. Casillas breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Groningen are looking to go forward now. And he's forced to go back. Chouameni.
Inter are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Played out wide. Now that pass has been well intercepted. Oh, there's a probing ball. Messi. Messi. Spread to the right. Kukçu's cross. And that has been cleared.
Inter always looking for runners up front here.
Yeah, it is a regular tactic of theirs.
Yeah, it can make life really tough for you from a defensive point of view, having to constantly be on guard with people trying to get in behind.
And claimed it back swiftly. DiMarco. It's shot a goal! Oh, that is really good tenacity. It's their second corner of the game. And it's hoisted clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. He won't be happy with that one. Now he's got space here. He's had a shot! That's really well cleared. And it's Messi. Kukçu is always looking to break lines. Duke showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Rijkaard. No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. Duke. Guardiola. And that's been intercepted. Here's a chance! Has another go! Oh, that was no routine save.
Shevchenko clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
He's having a shot! It's a goal! business. Just gorgeous, the most glorious, delicious of touches, followed up with an unerring finish.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Messi! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And it's Kukçu. Can he finish? Goal! Inter! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. What a moment of brilliance. Control and perfect accuracy.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
Inter Milan with the lead.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Perhaps the final meaningful act of the first half.
The keeper is ultra busy.
De Bruyne! That was travelling. That's an imaginative pass.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Kukçu.
Il quarto uomo indica 2
Now it's
minuti di
Messi.
recupero.
Berry. De Bruyne can see things others simply cannot. And the pass is intercepted. Looking for a runner. And here's... And the shot! And it's half-time. Inter Milan have done it in good style. Forced to come from behind, they find themselves in front at half-time, which is, for them, more or less ideal. And we are up to the break.
Well, I can tell you it's been an absolutely fantastic watch, Peter. I wish I could come here every week. It's been wonderfully open, wonderfully tense, and beautifully unpredictable now.
Inter Milan leading, but only just 2 on the scoreline. We're already back up and running after half-time.
Attenzione, un cambio.
Up towards the flank. Crossing header! And that's in! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
Inter Milan come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. Kukçu. Guardiola. And it's Messi. And there's the shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Messi is offering a right smile there.
Corner number 4 coming up here. And it's Rijkaard. Flanagan has the chance to go the other way. Kadiolu calmly anticipates. Marquinhos.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. That's a little off target. Rijkaard. Great vision. He's found the way through. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Guardiola. And he shoots! And again! Oh, it's hit the post! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
They're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
And the shot! Just not quite happening for him just now. Inter Milan, perhaps contemplating their next change here. Guardiola. Passing is crisp and sharp. And he's in. And Messi! Not a bad try by any means.
I think that was probably what the opposition wanted him to do, Peter. They're not going to be overly worried if he's shooting from that sort of distance.
Kadiolu for Messi. Driving on and making good progress. Great ball. And the shot! And it's there! There is a man right at the top of his game, and he just knows it. So smooth, a signature finish.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead, and how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
And that means just one thing. Match goes for a shot! And it's in! And they are right back within touch!
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
Still behind by 2. Is there a way back into this? And here's Ibrahimovic. Over to the right flank. Now he leaps for it!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Guardiola. Timber deals with that comfortably. Well, they could break here. Tries to pass it through. And he's had it nicked away. Inter Milan can breathe again, just.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Stojkovic. Kukcu.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Mohamed Salah. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Last chance, perhaps. Adriano. And this is Messi. That's going wide left. Adriano. Guardiola. Zanetti can get it clear. Opts to play it back. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. And here's Messi. This is shoots! He's got a goal! With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. Oh, the deftness of touch, received it delightfully and finished it off sumptuously.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
So now the difference is 3. And we're done. So the winners, bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have... So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Paris Saint-Germain, Inter de Milan.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And that gets things running. Well, for me, Jim, this one was always going to be about just one man. Always has been, always will be.
Zlatan Ibrahimovic.
A guy seemingly unbound by normal human limits.
Nothing is impossible, or perhaps it should be impossible as nothing.
Precisely. So to all that are with us, welcome to Zlatan. And it's Guardiola. He's going for goal! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
I'm really impressed with the tenacity he's shown to intercept that. That's how they're going to make things happen.
Oh, good line! He's done very well to get to that.
Hussein actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
This is a promising build-up. He's having a pop! Oh, that was no routine save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Inter Milan have their second corner now. Donnarumma breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Paris Saint-Germain are looking to go forward now. Well, it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
Yeah, whether they've been allowed to set the standards or not, they're setting them, and a goal has to follow.
Always onto this. And this is Ibrahimovic. And the finish! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Messi. Chance here to counter. Duke has been caught there, it's a foul. What a start, free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. And a real chance to break. Messi! They've got to be quick to recover this. And it's hoisted clear. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. Very Jude! Well, that is rather wayward.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Timber. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Duke proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
That pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Kokchu.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Nice physical challenge. Really fierce, close defending. Played into space. It's a promising position. It's a good-looking delivery. Paris Saint-Germain are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Yeah, ball's over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan. Howson wins the duel this time. And it's Messi. Ibrahimovic. That's the throw. Xavi Alonso
are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Duke in the hunt and looking threatening. Rijkaard. Guardiola. Can he get on the end of this? And he... Oh, great leap! And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Not the most accurate pass. Now it's Shevchenko. Triol. Well, a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. Mateus can see things others simply cannot. Real chance here. Chance! Harmlessly behind. And Shevchenko. Kadiolu. Played back into the centre. Guardiola is always scanning the pitch for targets. And here's Shevchenko. That pass isn't the best. Is there any support? He might not need it. Passing is crisp and... He's had a shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And that's a good ball. And for the first half, that is that. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. The midway point of the game.
Well, it was great to see them try to turn their possession and chances into a goal. They definitely wanted one before the break, and okay, while it didn't happen, things could start changing if they can continue in the same manner.
Well, it's been a half that hasn't lacked suspense or intrigue. It's only lacked goals. 0-0 at the break. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Inter are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
And this is... Can he finish? Superb goal!
Boom! There we go. And it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
You felt it was coming. 1-0.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
Inter Milan come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Robertson is looking to influence the game from out wide. Driving forward. Inter Milan still behind thanks to that solitary strike. Looking for options for movement. Rijkaard. So Jim, what are you thinking?
Look, they may be one down, but they're not shying away. Time is on their side and they're set on using it.
Triol kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Ah, that's a fine interception. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Somewhat off target. And this is Torres. And Torres! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Fernando Torres is offering a wry smile there.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Searching pass he's played there.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Pass is intercepted. Juve into Milan, perhaps contemplating their next change here. And it's Messi. And here's Kutchu. Kukcu. Mateus. Now Timber. That's a little off target. Messi. Juve. Adriano. Never out of the action for very long. He's a sharp little ball here. He's found a way through. That has been knocked clear. He's chosen to go back. Oh, well played, well played.
Paris Saint-Germain clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
And it's Robertson. Robertson just loves to go forward whenever he can. Adriano picks it up out wide. Kukcu aimed beyond the defence. And this is Adriano. That has not gone well. Inter Milan now in a position of desperate urgency.
Yeah, it's not looking good, Peter. Never say never, though.
Kutchu's cross. Chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? The final 5 minutes. And reclaimed it in a trice. Played into space. Kutchu. Kutchu's cross.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Le numéro 14, Xabi Alonso. Le numéro 15. À leur place, le numéro 16. Le numéro 80. Ronaldinho. Changement.
Paris Saint-Germain making further changes here and in quick succession. Paris Saint-Germain clearly now in lead preservation mode. Timber, the man synonymous with solidity. Now it's Torres. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. He's beaten the last man. Plenty of space out wide here. Ibrahimovic. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Zanetti.
Such good technique.
Zanetti run. And that will be it. So in the end, 1 goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Well, we're on the way. Well, Jim, there he is, the much-storied Gabriel Batistuta. Fair to say, I think he will be a handful.
Well, talk about an understatement, Peter. He's Argentina's greatest number 9, without doubt. I don't think I've ever seen anyone strike the ball with such violence, if I can put it like that. We might well be seeing his iconic celebration in the next couple of hours.
Now, what about a counter-attack? That's a foul, no two ways about it. The player's body language here is a bit grim. It is not looking great at all. He's hit it long, but astray. Space for him to turn and look.
Well, not the worst attempt. A little technical tweak should help the quality.
He's going to be disappointed with that. And Messi! What a wonderful goal!
What a super start! A total shocker for the opponents. Talk about how to wrestle control. That's how you do it.
Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations.
Goes for a shot! Oh, wonderful! What a goal! About as smooth as it gets. And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Smiles broad and beautiful. That is a cracking hit.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
So they have it all to do again.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop. Just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Right, Shevchenko tries to play it through. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been adding. McAllister! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
And they're quick to get it back. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Duke always looking for that half a chance. And here's Shevchenko. Shevchenko. Oh, that's a fine interception. And he's quick to get rid. And here's Messi.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Guardiola does well to get it back. Kokchu. Serginho calmly anticipates. And it's Shevchenko. Kokchu. He's in a great position here. Kadiolu has it in a wide position. Impressive jump! Goal! Inter! And they get themselves in front! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what...
He's in one-on-one. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. That looks a decent ball. Can he get it through? And he's straight offside. Alexander-Arnold. Kimmich is always looking to break lines. McAllister. And the pass is intercepted. And it's Kukcu. Messi.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And here's Shevchenko. And Messi! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Inter Milan with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Indonesia are looking to go forward now. Inter Milan looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Neatly clipped into space. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Well-timed, excellent interception. Juve. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. That has not gone well. And this is Batistuta. He's through here. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, well played. That's put paid to the danger. Forced to go back. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Shevchenko gets on the end of things as a matter of habit. Chips it through. And that brings the first half to a close. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. And neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
Inter Milan ahead by just the odd goal in 3. It is 2-1 at the interval.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 17. Numero 18.
So let's get the ball rolling.
Il numero 20. Il numero 2.
Inter Milan do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. The most accurate pass. And now they can clear their lines.
Batistuta clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Guardiola is in a good position here. Messi has been caught there, it's a foul. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Disappointing, very disappointing. He knew what he was doing, as deliberate and cynical as it comes.
Messi is behind this one. Kukcu! They've got to be quick to recover this. Kalciolu. Getting up there! And there's a goal! Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. Pick that one out. It was a bullet.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Inter Milan go up by 2 and are looking good.
Well, there's only one team in it at the moment, and the question is, will they be happy to sit on this?
McAllister. Well, that pass isn't the best.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
That has been cut short. Neymar. And here's Batistuta. Kimmich makes the interception. And it's McAllister. Neymar. He's shifting through the gears here. That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Well, I appreciate the fact he's trying to make a difference, and if he carries on like that, he may well do.
Batistuta showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Inter Milan still have the cards to affect this game. And this is Batistuta. Aims beyond the defence. Messi unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now it's Batistuta. Kirkchu, he is through here. And it's made its way to it. Chance for a shot! Yes! And look at his joy! Is this not why we love the game? Pressure, what pressure? He feels none of it.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty...
And the shot! And that's off target.
Attenzione, una sostituzione. Attenzione, un cambio.
And that's it. And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So, it's away we go then. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, Federico Di Marco is someone I consider to be an elite fullback. Even in Italy, where defending is an art,
He tries from distance. They want to be quick to recover this. Howson. Di Marco getting forward. Now the ball in. Oh, well played, well played. Guardiola. Now it's Shevchenko. Mateus. Batistuta. Mateus. He's through here. And he cuts out the supply. And that was nowhere near his best. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
clearly is miffed, having made the...
Decent chance! Goal! Inter! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Inter are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So, a breakthrough already. Batistuta. Batistuta! Cross to the back post.
Club America definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
Batistuta. Guardiola is always looking to break lines. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Totti. Short changes him with that pass. Ryger. And he shoots! And he's stuck it away! And the lead lost no time at all!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
And that is stunning, just too hot to handle.
And I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Kukcu. This is a promising build-up. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Di Marco. Guardiola. Nice sequence of passes, this. And Shevchenko! And it's in! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Club America with the lead.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
That's really well manoeuvred. Drogba, and this is Drogba. He's had a shot!
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Great vision. Diouf. Tries a shot! Oh, good finish. They're level in a trice.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Well, how cool was that? He was almost teasing the keeper then.
Inter Milan dragged themselves back again.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
And it's Shevchenko. Shevchenko! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Juke. And it's Totti. Kadiolu is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Takes a shot!
Se van a jugar 2 minutos de compensación.
Tries to play it through. Howson gets across to intercept that. Mateus. That's it, 45 minutes up. Inter Milan are involved in a terrific contest here. It's been a slugfest and a half. Neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, I can tell you it's been a wonderful watch, Peter. I'm not complaining. The goals just seem to keep on coming. It clearly means that defending hasn't been at its best, but you know what I'm like when it comes to defending.
So a really enthralling 45 minutes, beautifully poised for the 45 to follow. The score at half-time, 2-2.
Se va a realizar un cambio.
And so we're off again. And this is Ibrahimovic. Inter Milan do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Oh, he's bustling through here. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. Well, the players are flocking round their fallen colleague, and they look worried. Well, no question, Jim, the referee has seen that as a professional foul. Mateus with a real chance here. Mateus! No, just not quite.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Guardiola. He won't be happy with that one. And here's Ibrahimovic.
That pressing is so good, it's nice and early.
Messi is flagged offside. Right card, kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Kukcu for Messi. Howson spots it and intercepts. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Guardiola. Di Marco. Batistuta. Guardiola. And it's Di Marco. And this is Ibrahimovic. Di Marco has it out wide and in space. And that should get the job done. Inter Milan, perhaps contemplating their next change here. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Mateus was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Pinches it off him. That has not gone well. Spread it left. It's a promising position. Messi. He's well positioned here. A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Mateus with the short one. In by Di Marco. Ibrahimovic. And he's ended up in no man's land. And back to the goalkeeper. Di Marco. And it's Rijkaard. Di Marco cuts out the pass. And here's Drogba. And the shot! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Cambio en el América. Número 10.
So we have movement
Número
on both
18.
benches.
Entran número 17. Número
Closing
16.
in on the last quarter of
Se
an
está
hour.
realizando un cambio.
Messi. No, that's been intercepted.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
It's a pretty loose pass. Guardiola. Probing pass. Oh, delightful ball. And he's had it nicked away. A long ball by the goalkeeper. Now it's Drogba. He's a sharp little ball here. And it's Zanetti. Shevchenko. Rijkaard makes the interception. Oh, that's a key interception. Now it's Drogba. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. And it's Messi. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Oh, just skips past his man. Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Firmino deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
All hands on deck for this one. DiMarco goes short. And that is expertly dealt with. And now a sudden chance to counter. DiMarco does really well to win the ball there.
Se agregan 3 minutos al tiempo reglamentario.
Can he get on the end of this? Rizal receives it in a wide position. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. That is as much time as there will be. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Inter certainly had some good moments, Peter. There were plenty of encouraging spells that more should have been.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. The San Siro, for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history. We are just getting started. Two tribes going toe-to-toe.
It's hard to come across a defensive midfielder as dominant as this guy Casemiro.
Indeed, so much so, in fact, that it convinced his club to fork out a record fee for a player of his age, and he repaid them straight away.
Yeah, he was something else that season, really showed his quality when it mattered most.
Particularly in that... Joe! And Chet pulls off a sensational save! Now it's Del Piero. Now it's Hullet. And this is Del Piero. He's found a way through. That's a risky ball, you've got to say.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Marquinhos. Guardiola. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now.
Chance, surely! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Now it's Del Piero. Odegaard, he's going for goal! It's run loose, who's going to get there? De Jong. Over to the right flank. Ibrahimovic. It's Ibrahimovic! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Ibrahimovic really might have let his reputation get the better of him then. Yes, you can spank one from there, but there are other options, you know.
Totti. Odegaard has it out wide and in space.
That was well seen too. Good clearance.
Neither side yet able to find the net. Hullet. Now it's Hullet. He's picked his way through. Very nicely done. In by Hullet. That is a brilliant interception. Guardiola. Nesta is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Odegaard. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And he cuts out the supply. DiMarco. Oh, it's come loose. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Kajolu to Totti. Ribery producing. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Oh, no messing about. It is red. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Del Piero touches it back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
And this is Shevchenko. Nicely spread. Oh, played through for the wide man. And it's Totti. Shevchenko looking to pass their way up the pitch. He's having a pop! He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, super find. And he's managed to get free. And the shot! Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Oh, great leap! Goal, Milan! Certain, searing, and imperious.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Milan penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Oh, he's just loving that. Certainly gives you a very unique feeling. Tremendous.
And he shoots! And he's stuck it away. They are purring, truly purring. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other. And
header! We've got a goal! Half-time imminent! What a time to score! How very smart. He just got it right.
Well, I'm giving him full marks for the way he exploited the space, Peter, but you really shouldn't be left unmarked in the middle like that. I don't think he could believe his luck.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now, all of a sudden, it seems the belief is back.
Guardiola. Bastoni.
Il quarto uomo indica
Flash
2
is
minuti di
rising!
recupero.
Well, it's a fair try, but just off target.
Totti is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Tries to pass it through. Ødegaard. The pass is intercepted. And the referee has blown for half-time. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. How would you review the first half?
Well, Peter, there's no doubting that the situation is quite bleak when you're not only losing, but a man down as well. And while the break is most welcome in giving the opportunity for the players to regroup, there's no doubting that the next 45 minutes are going to be extremely difficult.
Well, it has been confrontational, combative, competitive, everything you'd expect from Derby Day. So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly.
Attenzione, un cambio.
So, into the second half.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term, but you really have to play with...
Adriano! And it's hit the woodwork and out! And he's had it nicked away. Casemiro. Inter Milan, different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Hullet. Kupchu. Now it's Messi. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Del Piero had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team, or just stand by and concede a potential goal. It's not a great choice, Peter.
Great chance! Del Piero, another ice-cool goal! He's got himself an absolute peach. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Can he finish? Now, who's going to be first to this? Now it's Odegaard.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Oh, good ball! Messi. Into the land, perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. But he's forced to go back. Guardiola cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Oh, good effort! Yes! And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Milan visibly comfortable, now up by 3.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Adriano. It's a searching pass. Now, the less said about that pass, the better. Maldini. And it's Kadiolu. Kadiolu just loves to go forward whenever he can. And this is Ribery. It's Ibrahimovic! Oh, how good is he? That is a gem! An absolute gem!
Al 73esimo minuto, numero 4.
Untouchable, remorseless, relentless, a class of their own. Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And he goes for a shot! Oh, he really got hold of that.
Well, maybe he just got a tad excitable, but he knows those moments need the coolest of heads.
Nesta wins the duel this time. That's going wide left. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now the ball in. Messi.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And that's gone loose. Casemiro, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. And this is Del Piero. Now that looks a decent ball. Now the cross, bullish header! And that's wide.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 4.
Milan can make their change now with a break in play.
Ribery. Numero 19. Numero 13.
Casemiro.
Lasciano il campo per
And it's Casemiro.
il numero 18.
Adriano.
Gerrard.
Adriano.
Il numero
It's a
21.
really well-measured ball.
Pirlo. Il numero 37.
Mateus unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Del Piero receives it in a wide position. Del Piero couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with, and it wasn't.
Now this could be a chance. 4 added minutes on the board. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Mateus. And it's Messi. And tries a shot! No, that's just wide. And that'll be the end of that. Inter Milan have very little in the way of excuses here, simply having no answer to a display that was stunning. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Against Inter.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Well, we're on the way. Kaká in the side, just about as box office as it gets.
Yeah, I totally agree. He, in many ways, the blueprint of the modern-day number 10.
He scored!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
Oh, a horrible error, and he has nowhere to hide.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
PSV finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Played out wide. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Best. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And this is Messi. It is a corner. And we have our very first corner. He leaps for it! That's going to go a long way. There's a sharp little ball here. Kajolu. Cross to the back post. Inter Milan leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Kaka. Rijkaard. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's got away.
That was lovely, that.
Guardiola is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Kukçu.
Duff really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Timarco. And it's Guardiola. That's really well manoeuvred. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, it's come off the upright. Schmeichel gets it away. Kaka. Passing is crisp and sharp. Palhinha did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. It's a good ball out wide. And he's definitely onside. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Kukçu. Messi.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Knocks it out wide. Guardiola. Best. Adriano. And it's Kaka. Kaka. And it's Kaka. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Adriano running with the... It's Adriano! He has hit that forcefully.
Well, it was a confident attempt, and he made it look like a doddle the way he generated that power.
Kukçu proves too strong. Juke, great defending, strong and determined. Messi. Guardiola. João Palhinha. Oh, that's a key interception.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
João Palhinha. Inter Milan are one up and looking surprisingly comfortable. Marquinhos is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending. And here's Shevchenko. Kukçu. And the shot! It's a goal! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Inter Milan are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
And it's half-time.
Well, I don't think most of us were expecting a second, Peter. It's become pretty much the ideal half.
That certainly seems to be the case.
Well, both half-time team talks will undergo change now. One will be solid, the other needs to be pretty inspiring.
Inter Milan firmly in control at the break. 2-0 the score.
Number 22.
The second period is on the way.
Coming on to replace him is number 50.
Steps in, and that's the end of that. And it's Guardiola.
Substitution in progress.
Inter Milan do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Guardiola. Di Marco. He's picked his way through. Di Marco in acres of space out wide. And Bronkhorst with the clearance. Looking tidy in possession here. Passes short and sharp. Tries a shot! That's a fair try, but just off target.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Van Bronckhorst looking to pass their way up the pitch. He played for Rijkaard. Nicely intercepted. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Inter Milan in a very solid position, 2 to the good.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Now there's a fine ball. Now it's Dani Olmo. Dani Olmo! In he goes again. And there's a goal. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, you might think I'm being a bit harsh, Peter, but I just can't help the feeling that the keeper should have done a better job. Full stop.
Shift in momentum, perhaps.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
It's a sweeping cross. Now, can he find a finish? Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And it's Kukcu. It's a searching pass. That is a brilliant interception. Schmeichel with the clearance. Oh, it's a great ball here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Bops him off it and wins back the ball.
PSV really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Van Bronckhorst. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Adriano. Oh, that's well done, really robust. And it's Guardiola. Inter Milan are looking pretty rattled at the moment, Jim.
There's no doubt about that, Peter. It looks like they've had the proverbial carpet swept from underneath them. And it's amazing how much one goal can change things.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to make any prediction on this right now. It's Adriano! So close to drawing level.
That was extremely good focus from the keeper, and it could turn out to be quite a significant moment.
Two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. Koeman plays it short.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Ryger. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. Totti. Adriano. Rodri. Now, can they get him away? Good ball, good take. Ryger. Zanetti. Van Bronckhorst. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Totti threads one in. Van Bronckhorst. Now Howson. Now he's off and running. He's had it taken off him. 5 minutes left on the clock. Nice looking ball. Howson promptly onto that, and that is that. And there's his chance to lead the counter. I think we're just about done here. Oh, easy pickings there.
PSV really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Ødegaard picks it up out what? Getting up there! Firm header, just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Just eases him off the ball. Totti. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. And he's managed to get free. Knocks it into space. Ødegaard gets into a good... There's the header! It is close, but that is the last of it. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning.
The quick
So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?